In Africa, every time we have food on the table, it brings the family together. We call that reunion. So we have a cousin, uncle, auntie, brothers and sister, mother, come together, we share our food. We talk about everything that concerns the family. We make a joke, we laugh, and we are happy. At the end of the day, the family leave the table satisfied. I'm Jean-Louis Sangaré, the executive chef. Welcome to Verdure. This is a Spanish octopus. It's 6 to 8 pounds. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna remove the head, which I don't want it. But you can also use the head for something else, for some dish, for soup or for fry, whatever you wanna do. But today I'm not using the head. I'm just gonna use the tentacles. So that's all. That's all. When you remove the head, you just go and then cook it in the water. So why I'm putting those vegetables inside is to give a flavor to the octopus. Add in some thyme. And also add in a red wine vinegar. Why? So the red wine vinegar is gonna help me reduce the seafood smell from the octopus, because octopus has a strong seafood smell. So the red wine vinegar will reduce it. And also add lemon. Now, I'm going to get my octopus and then put that in that. I'm not adding any salt in the water because this is already salted. Since it comes from the deep water, it's already salted. Adding more salt is gonna be too salted. All right, we're gonna leave that for an hour and a half or two. We are bringing African flavor to American, European, and Italian cuisine, because we, after working for 25 years in different restaurants, French, American, Italian, I realized that African cuisine is not represented. And also, the way we're cooking is different from the way the Western cook their food. So I start thinking about why not putting together the technique and some of the ingredients from the Western to the African. And I start playing with the spice, because in Africa we have so many spices, different flavor, which I'm using in most of all my dishes. So you might see that some of the dish look familiar, but the flavor is completely different. Why? Because I'm using a spice that comes from African continent with American and French and mix them together to change the taste of the food. And I've also used African authentic food and bring that to the fine dining level. So where I come from, we try all type of foods. We try everything. When our parents cook, they let us try every food that they're doing. And we see the way they use the technique. And it's really traditional. Not stove, we don't have a stove there. Back in the day, we did not have stove, we just cook on the charcoal. We put the pot on the charcoal, do the stew on the charcoal. So what I'm doing, I'm just gonna give a color to the top of the skin. It's gonna be brown. I don't gonna cook that completely on the stove. I just wanna give a nice brown color to the chicken and then bake it. We just received a fresh seafood that we're gonna use for the daily dish. On everything, I add African flavor. Why? Because we already know most of the cuisine. We know the flavor of European cuisine, we know the flavor of American cuisine, Italian cuisine, and also using the technique to transform some of our cuisine to the fine dining experience. Today I'm doing grilled red snapper, American red snapper. So what I do, I clean my fish properly and then use the green marinara that I did. So that marinara has parsley, scallion, cilantro, lemon zest, onion, garlic, even lemon juice, and also habanero pepper, spicy pepper. It can be any spicy pepper because we like our food to be spicy. We love spicy food. So what I do, I just gonna rub my fish with that marinara. So verdure, first of all, the name verdure means greenery, garden. Since we are next to Piedmont Park, where everything is green, we decided to give that name to our restaurant. Also, greenery, that is where you find all your vegetables that you need to cook or to do your food. So you have salad, you have carrot, you have everything that you can find in the greenery, and you use that to make your food. So verdure, also in Africa we have so much forest in Africa, which also inspire us to go inside and find anything that we can find, anything that is edible, and come home and cook with that. So we named the restaurant Verdure. It makes us feel like we are back home in the forest, go get some greenery, some vegetables, and come and start playing with that, adding a spice to it.